I know what you're thinking. Just another guy in a truck on YouTube. But it's not about the truck, and it's not about me. It's all about Colombia. So we left Bogota this morning at 5 o'clock. We're on our way to Chopal. Chopal is in the department of Casanare. The department of Casanare has about the size of Switzerland, so it's a really tiny department. And there are not too many inhabitants. I think it's about 500,000 people live there. Main business is cattle, and also they have some oil industry. We're on our way there to check on the potential they have in tourism, because in Casanare they have some cool stuff. For example, you find anacondas, and you find chigüiros, and you find a ton of birds. The interesting thing about Casanare, it's like the Wild West. It's like cowboy country, but in Colombia. So I'm very, very excited to go to Casanare. We're looking forward to it. Some horse riding, some safari, some good steaks. Let's see, will be interesting. So hi guys, I will tell you a bit about yesterday. It was pouring and pouring, and we thought we will need a ship to move around. But we went on Andres' finca, and he received us very well. We did some bird watching in the morning to see what's the potential in this kind of tourism for birding. But then we did something really cool. He brought some horses, and we had some cattle business. So we needed to separate some cattle, lead them to the finca, and then to vaccine them. So right now we're in the reserve Mata de Palma, about 2 hours from Chopal. It's a natural park, and you find all kind of animals here. You find chigüiros, you find all kind of birds. So today we will do a Llano safari, and we will show you some nice movies to show you what you can find here in the Llanos of Colombia, Cowboy land. See you later. So we are getting deeper and deeper into the Llanos. As you can see, we took a tractor to get here because all the roads are flooded. So with the car or with the pickup, you just can't get here. Also the tractor, which you see behind me, which is a 4x4 and has huge wheels, it was not easy to get here because sometimes it was like so deep into the water, we thought it will soon convert itself into a boat and float. So what you see behind me is a very special place, because you have 8 species of birds breeding here. It takes about 5 months for them, and then they leave. And afterwards, in a couple of months, there is nothing, no more bird. But right now, all those birds is packed. And very interesting, between the trees and in the water, you have caimans waiting for something to drop from a tree to have some food. So soon we will head back to Chopal. This is a wonderful place here, and I can recommend it to everybody to come. It's a real adventure, but safe. So we are on our way from department of Casanare to department of Meta, and as you see, there are not bridges all the way, so we took a little ferry, which is very exciting, to ship our car from one side to the other. So let's go to the ferryman and have some words with him. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tepiño. So this is Tepiño, he's the ferryman. ¿Por cuántos años tú trabajas acá? Haces los traslados. So he's been here for 20 years, shipping cars from one side to another. And he's got a very interesting setup down here, as you can see, with water all the way up. But I think we'll arrive somehow, sometime. And what is very exciting is that he's smoking with all the gasoline around him. But I think this is just part of the business, and after 20 years smoking next to the gasoline tank, I guess if nothing happened in 20 years, it will not happen today. I hope at least. So we're continuing our journey today. It's Saturday. We're on our way to Lagos de Manegua, which is a good birding spot, also a hotel with a natural reserve. And yeah, that's all for the moment. We're enjoying our exciting ferry ride, and see you soon. So we're in the national park Burrito, and we're on the boat. As you can see around us, everything is flooded because it's rain season. So all the trees, all the bushes, what you see around us, usually during dry season you walk here, but now we need to take the boat. And we were just about to see a snake swimming in the water. Unfortunately, we were a bit too fast to shoot a movie of it, but it was really cool. And we actually wanted to climb the boat because a snake has a certain risk when swimming in the water that a fish will just eat it. So we wanted to climb the boat, so our driver pushed the pedal to the metal and we went off before taking a video. So it's a wonderful place here. We'll tell you more later. As you can see from the shaky video, we're currently horse riding, and you know, something you can do everywhere in Colombia is horse riding. It's a big tradition and it's just great because everybody has horses. They're everywhere. They still use them actively for agriculture, for cattle work, the cowboys. So everywhere you go you have some activities with horses. And I didn't know how to ride a horse when I arrived to Colombia, but now I just love it. I try to do it whenever I can.
My thoughts after this trip. Yopal is a great city to use as a starting point for different activities. Casanare is part of a greater region which is called the Llanos and stretches out until the border of Venezuela. The region of the Llanos is very big. Afterwards, we drove to the department of Meta. Both departments are virgin in terms of tourism. They are even undiscovered by national tourism. Infrastructure in terms of roads has certainly room for improvement. To me, the Llanos is one of the most spectacular places I've visited so far and one of my favorites.